This is the final battle, and today we're gonna be discussing infographics, new trashy video, um, siding with the Egyptians on the Cleopatra situation, and acting as if they are a reliable source of information. But at this point in time, infographics is officially not a reliable source no more. It's cartoons, so we couldn't take it but so much serious, but they was making some interesting opinion videos about topics. But this one here, they clearly blew it. They clearly blew it. So let's get right into the video, and then I'm gonna come back in.
It should be noted that
these
artifacts were made many
infographics
can't be 100%
has do away their credibility as a reliable source of information. Listen to this contradiction.
Started writing about as early as the 19th century. Some of these theories were easily refuted, such as when it claimed in a book that Cleopatra said she was black in the New Testament's book of Acts. She clearly didn't, and no historian would say that now. There's also a BBC documentary titled Cleopatra, Portrait of a Killer, in which scholars try to reconstruct her skull. The conclusion was that she might have been black, but experts have debunked what little evidence there was.
Now, you see what he just said? He just said scientists has discovered that she might be black. And then later on, he's saying scientists and archaeologists saying this. So you can't believe one set of scientists and don't believe the other set of scientists. How many of these scientists were black? How many? If you got sitting into these infographics, stop playing. Y'all just do yourselves down a toilet. If you send in over 5,000 archaeologists, Turkish, German, every other ethnicity, don't you think they're gonna paint the narrative? Don't you think they're gonna whitewash the narrative? And then you sitting here like you, the infographic show. Yo, that mean all your videos, I gotta reconsider the information that you gave me. That mean that you might have been not given accurate information. You might have just been playing into narratives to your that play into your agendas. So, cause that's what you did here. That's what you did here. You didn't say, make this video and say, this is why they believe this and this is why they believe that. You tried to make a video and debunk ancient Kemet, and you saying that the ancient blacks were not, oh my God, you saying Egyptians was not black. Do you understand how dumb you is? Yo, infographics, y'all just blew it with this. And you contradicted yourself like 3 times on this video. So look how they debunk things that were said in the 1900s. This is before anybody cared about these issues. Now listen.
What little evidence there was. The speculation was based on a skeleton found in a tomb, which led the team to think the half-sister of Cleopatra was possibly black. But this was also debunked by scholars. The conclusions in the series were later referred to as pseudoscience. It's worth noting that people back then had no concept of race, but they did think about ethnicity. In fact, it's written that
So, you hear what they trying to basically say? Why are all y'all doing is debunking everything that everybody know. And then y'all are the ones who's changing the narrative. If in the 1900s, 120 years ago, they were saying she was black, and then if they claimed in the book of Acts she said she was black, and if they found her half-sister and she said she was black, all y'all did was find debunks and say, oh, they pseudo. Infographics, you are disgusting. I advise you to remove this video or make another video and go over your contradictions. You can't say one set of scientists is correct and then say another set is wrong because another set of scientists said they're wrong and we're right. You are a idiot. And now all the information I got for you, I gotta delete it because I see what you're capable of doing. Wow.
Didn't like mixing their blood with the outsiders. There really isn't any compelling evidence we can find that says she was black. The evidence makes her almost certainly Greek, with perhaps distant Persian blood. She could have had mostly Macedonian Greek blood and perhaps some Egyptian blood. but there is absolutely nothing that tells us she had black African blood. One historian said there is no room for anything else, certainly not for any black African blood. He also said Egyptian mistresses were very much a rarity within the Ptolemies.
So the first thing y'all messing up is, if just go look throughout history, they whitewashed all black history. So what makes you think infographics, they won't do it in this case? Infographics, right? Make a video about whitewashing. Make a video about whitewashing. Do it and see what happens. Now let's get back to your trash you doing here.
Black.
The new
Evidence makes her almost certainly Greek, with perhaps distant Persian blood. She could have had mostly Macedonian Greek blood and perhaps some Egyptian blood, but there's absolutely nothing that tells us she had black African blood.
Egyptian blood, idiot.
No room
So,
for
peep
anything
it.
else.
Egyptians
Look
was
how
black.
I easily
He also said
debunk
Egyptian
everything in that video. It says him. He became the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes, but the Egyptians, Ethiopians, Libyans, and Canaanites. That's the dark races, not the Negroes, because the Negroes is Shem. The Negroes is Hebrew. But the Egyptians are a dark race. And I know a couple of you are brain dead. So when they say not the Negro, it means because the Negro is Hebrew. But him, he is the progenitor of the dark races. But the Egyptians, Ethiopians, Libyans, and Canaanites. Egyptians are black African Hamites. Negroes are not Hamites. So the black Americans, like me, ain't claiming to be no goddamn Egyptian, but the Egyptians are African blacks, which is our brothers, cousins. We all are one people, so all of this argument is ignorant. And my source is the Oxford Dictionary, not infographic, not some racist Egyptian politician and archaeologist, not some people. Well, anyway, let me get into this. Look how they be whitewashing our history. And then infographics don't think that they would try this with Egypt, the greatest civilization that ever existed. And then if you go into Nubia and Sumer, that was before ancient Egypt, right? They black. So make sure you like and subscribe and drop a comment about this subject. And I challenge infographics to make a video about whitewashing. Make a video about whitewashing. So make sure y'all like, subscribe, and comment, and send infographics this tag, and let them know we on their backs for their contradictions and trying to change history and saying people want to change history and making their worst video ever. Now, I've seen bad videos by them before and ridiculous videos by them before, but this video was trash, bro. Y'all played into somebody's agenda, bro. Now I got a question. I got to look and see who y'all guys are. Who are you guys?